I am basically dual citizen. I'm a Canadian Jamaican, or Jamaican Canadian, anyone you want to put it.
Yeah, hey, ask me how I did it, I'm telling them grace. Ask me how I'm living, I'm telling them great. Ask me how I did it, I'm telling.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So I know I haven't been posting a lot recently. I'm just very busy. Like I have with work, with just regular life things. I'm just very busy, so I don't have a lot of time to be posting videos. But this video, I wanted to share with you guys what have been going on in my life. And the most important thing is I am now a Canadian citizen. Most of you know that I'm Jamaican. I moved to Canada in 2017. I travel back and forth. I go back to Jamaica when I get the time. So I'm gonna start this video out by showing you firstly my Jamaican passport, which I still have. It's right here. And now, which came in the mail like literally last week, my Canadian passport right there. By looks, they look kind of similar based off of the color of book. This is kind of lighter than this. It's more like almost purplish. This is more blue. Both got the coat of arms on the front. This one is the Caribbean community, and that's the Jamaican coat of arms with a alligator at the top, the two Thanos at the side, Arawaks as some people know them as, and then the motto, out of many, one people. And then at the top, Caribbean community. And then the Canadian passport, that's Canada at the top. Their coat of arms is two lion unicorn looking things. Their motto as well, and it says passport in English and French. Yeah, English and French. So that's the difference with them right now. Like they don't look different. But if you open the first page in the Jamaican one, you will see again a coat of arms with some notes saying the Ministry of Foreign Affairs requests and requires in the name of the government of Jamaica may concern to allow the bearer to pass freely without let or hindrance. That's how never seen that word before. Freely without let or hindrance, and to afford the bearer such assistance and protection as may be necessary. And then you have the pictures and then the pages, which the pages now just is visa pages. Like you can just put like visas in these parts, like stamping like this, like a stamp like this. These pages are for stamps. When you travel, you get a stamp. Anyways, so now the front of a Canada passport, it's pretty much the same thing. Canada at the top, it shows a maple leaf thingy, and then this reads, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Canada requests in the name of Her Majesty the Queen all those whom it may concern to allow the bearer to pass freely without delay or hindrance, and to afford the bearer such assistance and protection as it may be necessary. It's pretty much the same wording. And then over the side it has it in French, because Canada, everyone, if you don't know, Canada is English and French country. A lot of some parts of Canada speak French. Most of it is English, but some part speaks French. So if you go to the airport or you go to any major government anything, you will hear the announcements in English and then they will say it again in French. So yes, these pages, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Visa pages. So Jamaica's passport, their visa pages, it just have the hummingbird and a picture of the ackee on a tree. I don't know if you can see it. So the hummingbird, which is Jamaica's national animal, and then the ackee, which is a fruit, it's on the tree kind of, and then the coat of arms. That's in the visa pages. And then in Canada visa pages, it just shows a lot of historical figures and people, like this guy. His name is Samuel de Chaplin. He's a father of France or something like that, they say. If you can't see it, that's the first like visa page. Father of New France. Then the second page, it's the Fathers of Confederation. Can you see it? Focus it. Yeah. Fathers of Confederations. Then this one, yeah, again, historical pictures. And then, yeah, these pages, cause as I said, so Jamaica visa pages, they only have the hummingbird and the picture of the ackee, like literally. So it's the same thing throughout the entire book. But Canada pages, they have different and interesting things. So like this one, this guy, Expedition, takes a while to focus, but yeah. Then Niagara Falls. This is, I have to go to Niagara Falls. If you haven't been to Niagara Falls, you're not Canadian, bro. To complete your Canadianness, you have to go to Niagara Falls. I haven't been there, but I will soon, maybe. So these pages, like, they have very interesting photos, historical moments, historical figures that you can just look around. It's an interesting book. They have a new passport, but the batch that they sent out in the group I am in, I don't think we received the new one, which they deleted a lot of historical stuff and add other pictures, other symbols, stuff like that. But so I haven't received that one, which to me, I like this one because I get to see those things. At the back now, it says right here, this passport contains a contactless integrated circuit, which is an electronic device. So basically, there's a chip like in this thing. In addition to the care and respect afforded a passport, please treat this document as you would any other portable electronic device and take precautions to ensure it does not become wet, folded, or damaged. So, see? So just like how you treat your tablet or your iPhone or your Samsung device, this is exactly how you treat this. Don't get it wet. Either of them. Very important books. Don't get them wet. Don't get them folded. Don't just destroy them. Your passport is very important. Everyone should have a passport, an updated passport at that. I know a lot of people, their passport just get what would you call that word? Expired, yeah. Their passport is expired and they just leave it. Don't let your documents just get expired and you leave them. You might never know. Always update your passport. It's very important. Importante. And then the end of it says abuse may adversely affect the operation of the integrated circuit and reduce its usefulness to bearer and to border inspection personnel. So the chip in it, when they take it from you to like do whatever they do at their front desk and shit, if you destroy this passport, it won't work properly. So as I said, treat it with care, right? This one doesn't have a chip in it, but the same thing applies. Treat your passport with care. It's like literal, these are symbols of the country that you came from, so you can't destroy it. It's just like a flag. You can't just throw it around and just fucking fold it up, fling it around. Always leave it nicely. I've had this passport quite a while. I got this I renewed this one in 2019 and now it's 2023 and it still looks crispy. I got this the other day and it's crispy as fuck, so they will always remain crispy. And so let me see what's at the back of the Jamaican. It's very long, so I'm just gonna read a little part of it. It's right here. It's a lot of words at the back, but I'm just gonna read the top part. Jamaican passports are issued by the passport office in Jamaica or by Jamaican diplomatic missions or consulates and are valid for travel to all countries. Passports issued to persons over 18 years of age are valid for 10 years, and those issued to persons under 18 years of age are valid for 5 years, unless otherwise endorsed. If pages are exhausted before the passport expires, a new passport must be obtained. See? So if you destroy your book, you destroy the pages, even if it didn't expire, you have to go get a new book. You can't have a disgusting passport. The biggest difference between these books are the fact that with this one, unless you're going to the Caribbean community, which is not every Caribbean country is in the Caribbean community. So unless you're going to the Caribbean community, you're going to need a visa for everywhere you go. Europe, North America, South America, Asian countries, African nations. You need a visa, which that sucks which means you cannot just buy a plane ticket, hop on a plane and go wherever you want to go. You have to obtain a visa, and visas you can get denied. It doesn't matter how much money you think you have or what's your status in life. If they want to deny you, you're going to get denied. So that's the sucky part of having the Jamaican passport. You don't have the privilege to go where you want to go, like, freely. The strongest passports in the world are, I think, the UK, Japan, and Canada, and the US. I think those are the top 4. So this one, much like the Japan passport, the US passport, UK, European passports, you can go literally anywhere in the world. All you need is to buy a plane ticket. To be honest, I don't know everything about government and all that, but this book is, and as I read the first page, this book is a queen's book or the king's book, and that gives you the privilege. I'm just telling you how it is. This gives you the privilege to just buy a plane ticket and go to about 139 countries, which basically that's literally any country you can think of in your mind. So that's the difference between the Canadian. That's the biggest difference between Canada's passport and Jamaica's passport. You need visas mostly. You don't. That's the biggest difference. Have you ever watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? You know that golden ticket? You can go anywhere in the factory. That golden ticket can make you go anywhere in that factory. This is it, bro. This is that golden ticket. So go get your passport. Stop fucking around. Traveling is important. I said that before. Literally, last week, the day of me getting this, I met the mailman at the door. I stand up at the door and the mailman walked, like, I didn't even know the time he was coming. I'm like, yeah, today I'm getting the passport. I'm gonna stand at this door because you have to sign for it. If you're not home, they're going to take it back to the post office, and then you have to go there, which for me that was very inconvenient. So I came home from work, went at the door, like downstairs in the lobby because I live in the 3rd floor, met the postman directly at the door, and then he handed it in my hand, and then I just drove across the US border. Where I live, the border is 4 hours away. Depends. Some spaces the US border is 2 hours away. So, and it borders Washington, not Washington DC, Washington. So I literally drove to Seattle last weekend after I got this, because when I had this one, I had to have a US visa and I didn't have one, so I couldn't do that. And the border is literally right there. So when I obtained this, now I could drive past, because at most borders they have checkpoints, so you have to hand your documents in to show that you're legal. Those type of things. It takes like a minute, and then you can drive back and forth. So get your passport if you live in Canada, the US. Just work on it, bro. Do the form. Like, the thing is, you can just do the form. If you don't have the money, do the form, put it down, because it will be saved on the computer for, like, after you save your form on the computer, if you don't finish it, it will be saved, so you can always go back to the form. So when you get your money, pay for the passport, and you're golden, you're laughing. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.